way different.
Yeah.
Oh. Dave, is that your mattress out there?
Jay, look how funny motherfucker, man.
It's because Bubba's not here.
I know.
You know, there's not that much difference in sound between those two.
Yeah.
Yes.
See where the ball's going though.
Well, now that you got to work that black one a little bit to get it.
Got to get it where it was at.
Oh, that was me.
Well, I'm going 55 now. This is my last. Well, I didn't. This was my last year in 50s, but I had. Daddy got so busy. I think we got back high school. I think we took third and fifth minutes. So.
Everybody's talking about SSU.
That right?
Brother Denny.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, but he said the only problem.
That's starting to work pretty good. Now I'm going to Utah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We, when did I play this over? Like 3 years ago. Past couple of years we played. Last year we didn't play, the year before we didn't, but like 3 years prior we did. It was good. We had a good time. It was nice, like canyons, you know. Yeah, it's fun. Hopefully it's a good turnout.
I like the way it's getting a little push at the end. You know?
Yeah.
That little gear. Doesn't have a big gear, it's got a little gear. And I think that's ready to go. I just squared it up too much.
Yeah.
Except Friday he can hit.
Yeah, because he said he's got shit trying to work.
bats get pretty good, Fred.
Yeah. And that was a spinner. You know what? You know why it's performing good for him, right? It's slow and he's got that barrel soft and it's grabbing it.
Spinners go better because they actually grab the barrel.
Yeah.
They took those bats and had it. Like a light bat on that barrel.
Yeah.
All
Put
the
that
balls,
soft.
all the
Put
balls.
that-
Over there with
Yeah, you hear that sound? Bill?
Yeah. So the balls, that barrel gave and then come back because the ball carries like. Trey, turn it over and try to hit something on that.
I'm afraid he's going to blow.
Well, I mean,
All right. It's laid there, so we'll see.
Damn.
see, I think that's what people are talking about, how the ball comes off that bat now.
Now.
But they're
That ain't cracked, Billy.
yeah, it ain't that.
It's not. It
It's
wouldn't
got a
do
hole
that.
in it, but it's
It's
not
got a
cracked.
hole in it,
but
You wouldn't be doing that.
I guarantee I can get a blade through that hole. I got a micro blade that'll slide right in that crack. You want to bet?
It's not a crack. It's
You
a
want to
seam.
bet?
I wouldn't be getting that.
But do you want to bet?
No, the blade has nothing to do with it. I'm trying to tell you
No,
that.
I'm just trying to make some money off it. Come on. We need more good senior bats that will everything. Everybody.
So
seems
you
like
guys
they
hit a lot of the other manufacturers. We do to a certain point. But
engineers and stuff, but you don't have softball guys taking a bat out,
Look at that.
working it out, and swinging it.
That's a line drive.
Hey, what am I doing, man?
Don't be like Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Black and orange one.
No spin.
Reddish orange look.
Yeah, but look where you hit it.
There's two of them. Man. Yeah, it's actually the U-trip model.
Yeah. You almost hit on the other field. You hit that hole.
Could have made the club.
Well, if you'd hit it to left center, it would have been gone. It would have been. That's deeper. Hey, that's
If it's
deeper than
what I'm thinking it is, yeah.
Got it.
That was crushed.
Yeah. Spinner too.
It's money. I'm just going $200 to $500.
No tight spin.
So I have to see what kind of shape it's into and see what it looks like. It's all about what kind of shape it's in. All right, hold on, Charlie. Here. You should have heard that bat, all these bats when we first started swinging them.
Yeah.
It was horrible, man.
That sounded like a gun going off there.
Yeah.
it's broken.
Dick, I like that bat.
Yeah, but
So I want him-
it's lighter
I want
than
him to
this.
spray it. I already asked
I was
him
just
earlier.
going to compare the weight.
Oh, okay. And if you put that back, no, I left it at home. I said, that might have been a good idea. Fuck it. Look at that.
Nothing wrong.
Up against the fence.
See, now, I didn't realize that this was a 4,000.
What's that?
This handle.
That's somebody's booty.
Is it?
All right, guys, we just finished up on the review on the 2023 Sunday Swagger mid-load Larry Carter signature bat right here. It's a two-piece, looks like a 13-inch barrel. It's got standard knob. I like the knob. The hands are a little thick. You know, standard actually, I think Demarini hands are pretty thick. And it did not hamper the way we actually grabbed the bat. It didn't do anything to performance, the thicker hands. I like that. I actually do. I like the thin handle too. I can go back and forth. It really doesn't matter. I just got to swing it a few times. Two-piece design. This one has an aluminum handle in it. So we started swinging this bat. Let me tell you guys about this bat before I tell you where I'm gonna put it. It did make my top 10. It's a 13-inch barrel. It is a newer design than the previous Larry Carter Demarinis that are out there. This is the best performing Larry Carter I have ever had. This is the best performing Demarini I've ever had. They're calling this a mid-load. The sizes on it, this is a 27 ounce. Sizes on it is 26.7. It's got a 17.2 end load, and it's got a 9.3 on the hands on his mid-load bat. One thing I will say about Demarini is they're getting better at the way they're loading. You guys remember the old Demarinis actually had big weight here. They're actually doing it in the low 9s, which I think is great. It helps with that barrel response whenever they're swinging it. Before I tell you where I'm gonna put this bat, let me talk about it first. Now, a lot of you guys are gonna like it. You know, a lot of you guys are gonna hate it. Here's the reason why. When we first got this bat, we almost gave up on it a couple of times. And you guys, if you didn't watch the first video, go back and watch it. We struggled trying to get performance out of it, but you can see it was gradually getting there. And then I talked to a few people and they said, does it have the seam? And I go, no. Does it get a seam? We go, yeah, wait till it gets the seam and then watch. We hit it, and in this bat, we probably got 250, 275 swings on it, roughly around there, because this is my second one. So 250, 275, depending on who's swinging it. It got a seam, and you guys can see it right there. That's a seam. It's a seam that a lot of bats get. Mikan gets seams, but they're actually going, and Worth gets seams, they're going around this way. You guys remember Adidas got a seam. Suncoast, I haven't seen a seam in Suncoast, but a lot of the old Reeboks and Adidas had that straight line seam. Problem with this bat, when it gets a seam, because of the way they layered the paint on the top, it actually looks like a big crack, but it's not. You can see the performance when me and Billy are going back and forth about it being a crack or a seam, and I told him it's something that happens with the Demarinis, and Paul Sadler has one too. You guys can see it. I got the Paul Sadler right here I want to show you. His is a little bigger because he's got like a lot of swings on it, and you can see it right there. You can see it. That's the Paul Sadler. This bat has got that seam, and it got it. I think that Paul Sadler got a seam about 150. Now you got to remember, Paul Sadler's got a composite handle. It got that seam about 150. I've got 900 swings on that bat right there. This one right here, the one I have in my bag. This is mine. I have it in my bag. I've got about 800 swings on this one. It got a seam around 275. So when it gets that seam, guys, the seam will get big. This one's a small seam. This is my second one. This is a small seam. This is about a 4-inch seam. You can see it. The Paul's got a seam about that big. And guys, when you hit it, that barrel softens up for you. A lot of you older guys. Now here's the deal. A lot of you older guys are gonna like it when it gets that seam. It's not gonna implode on you. The barrel's gonna help. The barrel's strong enough where it's gonna get that flex out of that barrel. It's gonna help that end load because remember, it's got a 17 plus on the end at light handle weight. So when it gets soft, it's gonna help a lot of you older guys in your 55, 60, 65, 70, but getting it there is gonna be a chore for you guys. If you like this bat, you just wanna stay with Demarinis,
What I would suggest to you, get a lot of the kids to swing it. Once they have it, turn it in their hands. Once they get that seam, a little small seam in it, once it gets that seam, it's going across this way. And what I can see is a lot of them are around where the rooster, I'm not going to say what I think, but the rooster's hat is a lot where those seams are actually creating on a lot of these bats. I've got 2 of these that created in the same spot. And then the Paul Sadler created 2, but his was a little earlier, and I'll talk about that bat in another video. Guys, I love this bat. You can see I got great performance. Charlie Mueller got great performance in this bat. It takes a while to get it there. A lot of you guys are gonna give up on it, trying to flex it. You younger kids are gonna get it there and you're faster than what we would, you're 40, 45, 50. But getting it there, you know, it's just gonna take a while. But don't give up on it, guys. It is a good bat. It actually made number 4. It's tied with the Creature on my top 10. It's as good as that bat. Creature breaks it a lot faster than this bat, but Demarini, performance-wise, is the same. You just gotta swing it to get it there. Number 4, tied with the Creature on my top 10. Larry Carter, 2023, Demarini 2-piece. Thanks, guys.
Guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and I've got a couple more here for you to watch. And I've also got a subscribe button, so hit on it and then hit the bell. That way you get notifications whenever I put out another video. Thanks, guys.